All right, let's talk the Strokes. Now, originally when they came out in the early 2000s, I was just not into them. I felt like there were a bunch of bands that kind of had the same sound, like the Vines and the Hives, and a lot of bands that just started with the. And they were all big, but the Strokes kind of maintained their popularity, and they grew into the band that we know now. But again, I wasn't into them, and not until very recently, where I was playing some Daft Punk, the song "Instant Crush" played, and I was like, "Damn, like maybe I should revisit the Strokes." And it was just in the back of my mind, like I should listen to their music. And I was watching some reviews. I think it was Anthony Fantano, and he mentioned, or he was reviewing the latest Voids album, the one with the it's like a silver, I don't know, image or whatever. I can't remember the name of the album. I think I reviewed it also. But it's an interesting one. I started listening to that album, and originally I didn't like it, but then Prophecy of the Dragon kind of just stood out to me. Uh, Julian's vocals on that were pretty good. Same with Seven Horses. Like, I was just like, I was like, I want more of this style of his singing. And then, I played the new Abnormal, and I was like, damn, like, yeah, like, Adults Are Talking. He has that little vocal ski part, like near the end before he starts singing about stakeholders, and, maybe not tonight. Um, and I was like, yeah, this is like the stuff I want. And then, I heard Ode to the Mets, and I was like, fuck, like, Ode to the Mets is a masterpiece. And since I heard it, like, I play it all the time, and I recommend it to, like, my friends. I'm like, no, you gotta listen to the song, man. It's like, it's not like Last Night or Soma. This song is like, it's so good. I was driving up with my buddy Jesus to see this band called Yasawa, which is Matt Taylor from the Growlers. He has a band called Yasawa Group. We were driving up to see a show, and I usually make a little playlist of what I'm into, and I had made a Strokes, or I guess a Julian Casablancas playlist that had mostly Stroke songs, and Ode to the Mets played, and I was telling him, like, this song is just amazing. Um, and he loved it. But yeah, like, I revisited, like, all their records, and, they do have amazing songs. Like, Reptilia is super good. It's that what's the other one? 12, 15 or something, I think. um yeah, they got like really good songs, but I feel like the more they left that gritty rock and roll sound they had at the beginning to what they play in the new Abnormal is where I needed them to be. While I do enjoy like the first songs, like their first stuff, like earlier stuff, I don't really listen to it as much. Like if it comes on, I'm not gonna skip it. But if I get Machu Picchu on there, like I want to listen to that. That's the sound that I like. That's the Strokes that I feel is what they were meant to be. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Like, do you love the Strokes? Like, were you a fan of more of their earlier work or their new stuff? I don't know. I'm interested in hearing you guys' opinion. I love talking about music. I wish I could, um, you know, talk about it like all these professional YouTubers that I see where they go like, the drums on this, the beats like this, the production, blah blah blah. I can't do that. That's not how I enjoy music. I love, you know, listening to stuff, freaking memorizing the lyrics, singing out loud to them. Like, yeah, like I think I listen to music like a regular person, and I just can't break it down at that level. Maybe if I tried, I could, but I don't want to. I just want to talk about it. I want to say, like, if you are into just, hearing about how I got into bands or band recommendations, stuff like that, this is kind of like the stuff that I'm going to share. So, small clips, or if possible, like, I'll chat with friends or something about music, but for now, it's pretty much this. And this episode is the Julian Casablanca Strokes episode. So yeah, my favorite songs by Julian or the Strokes are the ones I've mentioned so far. Adults Are Talking, Oh to the Mets, Prophecy of the Dragon, Seven Horses. Yeah, like I still feel like there's a lot more music by Julian that I need to listen to. Probably all the Void stuff because I've only listened to their latest album. But yeah, I think it's amazing. I love kind of going back to popular bands that I might have not gotten into when I was younger. Like, I'm 38 right now, and my biggest or favorite band right now is the Growlers. And when I was young, like when I was I don't know, in my teens, like I was really into the Doors and Pantera and Pink Floyd. Like, a massive Led Zeppelin fan, and like these aren't bands that were popular like in the late 90s. And these were bands that were popular in the 80s, and I don't know, like I just feel like there's time for everything, and right now I'm just revisiting stuff. So you have any suggestions, stuff that sounds like the Strokes, or bands that you think I might be into if I currently like indie rock and surf rock, stuff like that, throw them in the comments. Let's help each other out and uh, you know grow our musical taste together. Thank you.